Welcome back everyone, today we're checking out a brand new release here on the Nintendo Switch. Onion Assault is a 2D action platformer that was clearly inspired by the US version of Super Mario Bros. 2 from the NES days. The game was developed by Bertil Horberg under his company called Horberg Productions, and he has a proven track record of great indie titles here on the console. His previous 3 games include Gunman Clive, the HD Collection, Super Punch Patrol, and Mechstermination Force, all 3 of which are hidden gems on the eShop in my opinion. So naturally, when I saw a new game was coming to the Switch, I had to give it a chance. Now, Onion Assault releases on January 26, 2023 with an MSRP of $7.99 here in the US, and of course, whatever your regional equivalent is if you're outside of the US. We haven't had a sale price or an introductory discount as of yet, but I'll keep my eye on it, and if things change, I'll put it down below in the comments. So what are my thoughts on the game? Well, from the first couple of hours that I've played thus far, I have to say I'm definitely enjoying the game a lot. It is surprisingly addictive once you hop in, and while it does appear simple at first, when you're playing the game you quickly realize that it can get difficult at times, both due to the creativity in the enemy design and even sometimes the puzzle layout. It's not that they're overly complicated, it's just that they require precise timing or a bit of platforming at times, and it may take a bit of trial and error to work through. By now I'm sure you've noticed the major gimmick for the game, which of course is your ability to lift up and toss around your enemies or random plants, which in this case will usually be onions. Now obviously this is similar to what we saw back in the US version of Super Mario Bros. 2, and just like with that game it's incorporated into the levels as well as the boss battles, which you'll see in the gameplay segment here at the end of the video. However, unlike Super Mario Bros. 2, you only have 2 playable characters rather than 4, but having the option to pick either at the start is still a nice addition. They predict about 5 to 8 hours of gameplay with 16 different levels that are spread across a few different locations connected through a world map similar to Super Mario World or the old Donkey Kong Country games. Now as far as the downsides go for me, one I have to mention is the jumping. It does feel a bit floaty, so on occasion you're going to miss a jump or land in front of an enemy and put yourself in harm's way. Otherwise though, the controls feel great, but that will be a drawback for some. Now as far as the performance and graphics, you'll see in the gameplay, but it looks great and there's been no frame rate or stuttering issues at all, so all around solid performance. Alright folks, those are my first impressions for the game. Again, it releases on the 26th with an MSRP of $7.99, and with all that said, we'll go ahead and jump into a bit of gameplay. Thanks again everyone, please enjoy the rest of the video.